Good morning, everyone. Welcome to NX edition of a Tech Tuesday. My name is Jason West. I'm a Senior Application Engineer here at CamLogic. Today we're going to be taking a look at what's new in NX 8.5 drafting. This was a three-part series, so this is part two. We're going to take a look at the smart, lightweight drawing views inside of NX. First, we're going to talk about who is CamLogic. CamLogic was founded in 1995 up in Oxford, Michigan. We cover Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and Pennsylvania. We have a proven record of double-digit growth annually. We get to know our customers, have great relationships with our customers, and they seem to be very open for discussions and reviews of their products and helping them out, working with their products and helping them organize their company and move forward. So we definitely have industry experience. All of our AEs and service staff have all come from industry, so we've been there. We've worked in your shoes. So. We also have cutting-edge technology product side and on the service side. We're all highly trained and dedicated to making sure the product works for your situation. So let's take a look at some of the technologies we have. We have the 3D scanning side of the house, along with the 3D printing and rapid prototyping. And then we have the side of the house that I'm on, which is the CAD, CAM, CAE, PLM, and PDM side, which we're going to take a look at here is the Siemens Platform. So NX, Solid Edge, FEMAP, Team Center. We get into Solid Edge Insight and the new Solid Edge for SharePoint. We also have Esprit on the CAM side, and we have NX on the CAM side as well. On our 3D printing side, we have 3D systems. So we have our Z printer and the other 3D systems product lines. So if you have any printing needs, please give us a call. Then on the 3D scanning side, we have the Roamer arm, the Z Corp, or the Z scanner, shape grabber, as well as the recent addition, which is Steinbeckler. We also have some reverse engineering software with Geomagic and Rapid Form. So now moving into what's new on the NX 8.5 drafting side. They've made a lot of enhancements with 8.5 and the product. If you remember last time, we kind of took a look at the user interface changes and enhancements that they had inside of 8.5. So this time we're going to take a look at the smart lightweight drawing views, which takes a large amount of data and make it so it's a lot easier to use, a lot quicker to use, a lot better performance than you've seen in the past with the drawing side for large assemblies. And then our next edition is going to be the general enhancements to the views, the annotations, the symbols, the tables, looking at how they've updated those areas, and you can utilize those inside the product. So some of the issues working with large drawings is just the performance. Very time consuming because of the amount of processing time required to generate all the lines, the hidden lines, just the massive amount of data that it's trying to process, and then recreate in a 2D geometry view for you to be able to detail and efficiently work with. So NX provides various techniques for producing drawing views quickly and efficiently. Drawings are often required for the top level assemblies, right? So that's why we're getting into large assemblies, sometimes tens of thousands of components. You know, what are some of the assembling blocks that Siemens was hearing? You know, they need better performance for view creation and updates. In some cases, they need to render or the hidden lines. Need to be able to dimension and annotate without dramatically impacting the performance of memory requirements. There are many preferences outlined in the best practice guide. But you have to have specific knowledge of the system to get in there and really utilize those. So what we're going to take a look at are some of the techniques that are available today in the drafting. So you got your master model workflow. Promotes concurrent engineering by allowing you to modify the drawing without locking the master assembly up, right? So you can have somebody continuing to work on the assembly while you have another person starting to work on the details, starting to get those views set up, get in there, start detailing some of the components or relationships inside that master assembly. So that way, as the program or assembly grows, you're kind of one step ahead of the game, right? So you're in there updating the draft as the new data becomes available. So this helps speed up loading process and reduces memory consumption. Associative exact edge views provides a means of creating drawings that can quickly be loaded and annotated without needing to load the master assembly or its components. Faceted representations, again, reducing the amount of memory. It's a quick way of generating hidden lines and views and drawings. Delaying view updates, so you minimize the view updates, which will also be a major contributor to performance and memory usages. And then their drafting preferences, your drafting preferences, various settings that optimize performance. So you can go take a look inside the under your tools. But what we're going to take a look at here today is the smart lightweight drawing views. The capability in NX8.5 is a new lightweight view configuration that leverages a new hidden line processor, merging the exact view and faceted representations. It's also, the architecture of it reduces the amount of memory that's being stored with the data, and you can do regional updates. Your value is improved performance for drawing creation updates, reduces memory footprint when working with larger assemblies. And we're going to jump in and take a look at some of these settings. I'll show you where to go in and set them up, and what to look for and how to work with this. Some of the other enhancements is this new large assembly step. In 8.5, a new large assembly step is dramatically added to the view creation wizard box. So that's when you're going and creating your views. You'll see right here under part, you now have a large assembly option. So it gives you options on how you want to display that data. You can also set the view preview to border automatically optimized settings while you're in there as well. And what value this is, improve productivity by automatically recognizing a large assembly. So now you don't have to go in and find those settings and change them when you have a large assembly drawing. And we'll go in and I'll show you how to configure that so you can set and you can define what a large assembly is to you, right? So depending on maybe your hardware and your computer configuration, maybe your large assembly, or maybe the amount of detail that's on your components just lends itself to a large assembly being 100 parts as opposed to 1,000 parts. But again, we'll take a look at that, and where you're seeing performance bottlenecks, we're going to go in and we're going to change that setting so now you have that available right there without having to go back in and dig into the options and change all these settings. So comparing the lightweight drawing views, lightweight faceted drawing views, you can see the two columns here between the smart lightweight view and the lightweight view, which is a faceted representation view. When you open your assembly, since 8.5 you've had a smart lightweight data set that you can load. It's utilizing that information as opposed to working on any just straight lightweight data format, right? So you're going to have to at least have data that's been in 7.5 or later that's utilized the light smart weight data set. And I'll show you how to go in and set that up so that's turned on and you can utilize that. Overall functionality, you're looking at equivalent to an exact edge drawing view. With the lightweight views, you have a lot of limitations. We'll kind of discuss that when we get in there. Rendering of hidden lines. Hidden lines can be displayed as dashes or using another font. This isn't available in the lightweight views. It always makes the hidden lines invisible. Annotations can be created to the exact edge, silhouettes, section edge without loading the exact data. On the lightweight views, the annotations only created to the faceted body, so there are no silhouettes, no faceted edge sections. Again, you're just kind of limited with the data that you have for the lightweight views. Dimensioning, again, we don't have to load components in the smart lightweight views to be able to dimension to them. We do have to, we would have to load that data into the lightweight views. Section views are fully supported. Inheriting PMI is supported. User edits can be applied, and as well as set on lines, which none of those are available inside the lightweight view. So looking at some of the performance metrics based on view creation. So you see on the left is performance improvements to the number of components inside the assembly. So you see this is on just the base view creation. And then looking at the same memory metrics. So you can see that even on the large assemblies, we're still not taking as big a hit on that data. All right, so let's hop over to NX and take a look at this. So some of the things that we need to first take a look at is we're going to go up and go into Utilities and Customer Defaults. And we're going to go down to the Assemblies tab. We're going to go to Site Standards, and then we're going to look at the lightweight representation. So we have some of the lightweight facet tolerances. We're going to keep that at smooth. The part that we're really concerned about here is load smart lightweight data. We look over here, you can see that this option allows lightweight geometry to participate in the applications that originally worked with the solid bodies. It will do this by loading the exact extra data to the components that are not loaded to the lightweight version of it. Okay, so again, that was under File, Utilities, Customer Defaults, Assemblies, Site Standards, and then Lightweight Representation. And you're going to load the smart lightweight data. Another thing we're going to make sure we utilize is we're to go into our options, go into our assembly load options, and make sure that we're using the lightweight representations of the components. So I'm going to go out and open up a rather large assembly. This has got a few hundred parts in it. You know, it's all sheet metal components. So you can see, get in there, take a look at all these components. You can see have that turned on, but they're smart, lightweight. You can see I have that checked on there as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this out to the draft file and create this. So we'll create a new A0. Let's fill that out later. You know what? I'm going to come in and just create an initial base view inside of here using this. So I want to use isometric view. I'm going to change this 5 to 1. I'm going to come in here and take a look at the view style. Look at my hidden line, it's coming in as invisible. Come in and take a look at anything else I want to get in here and look at. See all that? Okay, great. So I'm going to go ahead and place that view in there. One thing I want to go in and check in this view is looking to make sure that I have the smart lightweight representation set up on that. And this is going to process all these documents, and it's going to generate all of our 2D information. One document there that's rather large, rather complex data sets. So I can tell right now that I did not, and I wanted to show you that, the time creation, that is not set up as a smart lightweight view. It's loading the exact representation. So we're going to go wait for that final one to finish loading, and then we're going to load it actually utilizing the smart lightweight geometry information. Okay, so now that that's done, close that. So I can come here and see that this is exact data set. And you can see right there under general that it is indeed exact. So what I want to do is I'm going to remove this. Or I guess I could have started a new drawing, but I'm going to come in and create a base view again. Again, I want to change that to ISO. View size, I'm going to create 1 to 5. For our place, I'm going to go into my view style. I go into my general. Now you can see that I've got my exact, my pre 8.5 exact, or a new exact that's inside of 8.5, which I think we touched base on the last one. But you see I also have some other options in here. So I have exact. I can create snapshots. If I go pre-exact, I can extract the edge and do snapshots. Lightweight, I'm really kind of tied up on what I can do. I can only get in there, create a snapshot. But what I can do with this is utilize the smart lightweight. I can change my resolution. I still get in there and create a snapshot. So this is the data that I want to use. So I'm going to go out. I'm going to come in and place that. And the view creation time is going to be greatly reduced. So right now it's going through and it's updating and creating my 2D geometry. And you're going to see that we get a data set a lot quicker, right? So we could see that right there. So now let's take a look at the data. Pretty clean, pretty useful data there. You can see that it's an exact edge. Any place we go and pick on the data, I can pick up an exact edge. So that's great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in and create a detail view. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the power. We can go in and actually add the hidden line processor to this smart lightweight data, which you really couldn't do with your straight lightweight data set prior to NX8.5. So it's going to go out there and process. It's going to give us our view. Go ahead and place that there. It's going to go out and create that view. It's going to finish processing up that data set there and pull off all those exact edges and give us some useful information. Okay, so now you can see, again, great looking data. I'm going to come in here and convert this to an independent detail view because I actually want to go in and add the hidden line data to this view here. So once that's done processing that, again, it's just taking off that little bit of extra information that's inside of that property. So now it gives me the ability to go in and actually change this hidden line detail and create a hidden line component in there. And you can see how fast and quick that went in there and generated all that data. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at another drawing I have here. So what we're going to take a look at now, right, so when I go into my drawing view creation, because I have my large assembly set at 500, I don't have my large assembly options set or available inside here. So I'd have to create the view or go in during view creation and go in and change those options. Well, what I want to do is I want to come in here, go to my view, and I want to actually, I want to go to my preferences and go into my drafting. I'm going to go into my general, view, during my view creation wizard, I'm going to change this and set this data to 100 because the sheet metal component complexity that I'm working with and all the hidden edges inside there, I think that my assembly at 100 parts is considered a large assembly. So I'm going to go ahead and say OK with that. So now when I come in here, you see that I now have this large assembly option. So I can come in here, instead of jumping out into my view and going in and changing that data, it saw that I defined this as a large assembly, and it's given me the options right here in my view creation wizard. So that's great. I want to create it as a lightweight view course. I'm going to set the preview size to the border, right? So it's going to look at that border, and that's going to be the area. So I can go through, want to do an auto scale. I'm going to look at my orientation. Okay. Now I'm going to take a look and add my additional views that I want for my components. And you can see now that it's going out and creating those views based on where I'm placing my part in my border. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit that. It's going to go out and it's going to create all those views for me. So while this is processing, I'm not going to go in and show it not doing the smart lightweight data. I think you saw it during the last set that it really went pretty quick, but it was that one part that really hung us up, and we had to wait an extra 30, 40 minute for that view creation. So you kind of get an idea that you really see the performance gains in here. Right now we're looking at placing 4 views inside there. So that's some great information. But now what I'm going to do is, and we can't do this with lightweight data, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to dimension some components. So I can look at the dimension of that, so it's giving me, again, exact edge data. So maybe I want to see how far these holes are apart. Over click, I got to the edge, but you get the point that I'm clicking on lightweight data set, but I'm getting my exact edge data inside there. That's just great. The creation was quick. The data set is there and intact. So again, great data, great information, very powerful. So let's go back and jump back into wrapping up here. Again, thank you for taking a look at that. If you have any training needs, please check our calendar at www.camlogic.com and check out our latest upcoming classes. We have an NX class coming up. We have a solid edge class coming up, as well as a NX CAD class. Again, check the calendar, put in a request for a class, or sign up to attend one of the classes that we're hosting. This video will be available for replay probably within 24 hours on YouTube. Check out the CamLogic site there on YouTube for a bunch of great informational videos and product demos. You can find us on LinkedIn, blog, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Again, here's my contact information. please please contact me if there's anything else you'd like to see in upcoming webinars. Or just give us a call here at CamLogic if there's anything that we can help you with. Again, thanks a lot, and look forward to seeing you next month or in the next Tech Tuesday.